Julian's just pacing.
He's freaking out.
Julian.
What? What? What do you want? I'm busy. I'm very busy.
I can see that. Lecky rubs the back of his head. I don't know how you tend to relieve stress, but I tend to do it by throwing magic at things. You said you wanted a duel? Or I asked and you agreed? I can't remember right now.
Like, honestly, any other day I would love to, but I'm not okay. I can't handle that.
Very well.
Can't handle this. I just can't handle.
I wish you well.
I'm on a unicycle with no handles. And I'm shit at balancing. And I'm trying to steer through hot tar. It's messed up.
Keep yourself balanced, and I'm gonna go throw fire at a tree, I guess.
Good luck.
Adios.
It's a formidable ally. Don't hurt it too much.
Julian, you see Elliot is pissing in the fountain.
He kind of lets out a huge sigh as he looks across the yard at the dead scene. Elliot. Jeez.
You see Elliot just stares so blankly forward at the tree, just with the clock just ticking. And he sort of stands there for a second. You think he's about to just flop in, just faceplant into the water, but he just steps down.
If he looks my way at any point of me staring at him, I would give him a wave, but not like a beckoning one, just a very weak wave.
He gives not even a smile, he's still just this blank expression, but he just curls his mouth up in a returning gesture. And he walks over to you, but not expectantly. He's almost walking past you, but slowly.
Elliot?
He kind of turns back to you.
I am really sorry. If anything that has happened around me has affected you, I'm freaking out. And that monster, I'm pretty sure, is after me. They're all telling me it is. And if she's dead over there, I gesture loosely towards the only dead person in the vicinity. That means other people got hurt as well. And I don't want you to hate me if you get hurt.
Elliot sort of presses a hand against you and kind of shoves you towards the fountain, gently, to sit you down on the stone.
I'll sit down once I suspect he's not trying to push me into the piss fountain.
And he sort of holds a cigarette. He says, "Okay, listen, I'm gonna tell you something dark, tragic, and personal, so buckle up here." He says, "I killed someone."
I look down, eyes wide and eyebrows up.
He says, "Back when I was a young child growing up, I was bullied a lot as a kid. And one day, I was walking down the street on my way to school, and I saw him, the worst bully of them all. And he was walking across the street towards me, and I saw that there was a bus coming. And he looks at you this dead serious look. He says, "I barely thought the thought. But on that day, I ruined my favorite shirt and realized I was telekinetic. And he sort of takes another puff of the cigarette. I'm not trying to tell you that it gets easier or anything. I'm telling you that you're not alone. And that magic doesn't come from talent or practice. Magic comes from pain. And he sort of tosses his cigarette over your head into the fountain. And you hear it sort of like slightly sizzle as it hits the water. And he says, "Trust me, this is nothing special. This happens every year." And he just starts walking off.
Julian kind of just sits there and starts just sobbing to himself. Trying to be as quiet as he can about it.
Yeah, in the distance, slime, like he was just exploding trees. What are you guys in the cafeteria doing?
Oh, I'm leaving.
Alright.
Gale, the silent one, heads to the train station.
What the train station?
Yeah, that's what he said. It's off to the train station.
Doesn't the train run?
So, Gale, why are you going to the train station?
Doesn't the train run today?
Train runs on Saturday.
Not Sunday. One-day trip. The end of the
He
day.
misspoke.
Gale,
He meant the library
180s.
station.
The library station.
Alright, Julian, Gale just kind of walks past you, into the teaching ward. Or no, wait, shit, time out.
Hold up.
I don't remember where maps are. Gale doesn't leave the building, he just stays in there.
He walks up more.
He was heading to the gym to get buff.
Alright, Dante, where do you go? Gale's heading off to the library. Yertle is probably just gonna follow you.
I walk over to Julian.
Alright, Yertle will keep his distance, but he's gonna follow you.
What? The bird just fell over.
What a good boy.
Freaking idiot. At this point, he's probably stopped, like, the all-out crying, but he's got, like, either he's high or he's been crying, so you can probably guess which one with Julian. But then again, we do know Elliot, so...
Hey, buddy.
He nods. Slowly.
Look, man, we all know you're not holding it together well.
What do we talk about, Dante? I'm a vault.
Come on.
Oh boy.
Nothing gets to me.
Sure.
Don't go in the water. Elliot pissed in it.
Oh, I bet. Look, man, we'll get through this. It'll be fine. It'll all work out.
I hope so. No. Favorite teacher. I didn't even get to play the prank on him with the fake arm. Deeply inside, another fraction of Julian's heart breaks.
If this happens every year, how do they keep replacing the fucking teachers?
Only wonder why the divination one's so shit.
Short notice replacement.
The last divination teacher was the last one to die for the year, so they had to get a quick replacement.
He'll kind of stand up and adjust his belt with his sword on it. I don't like it, man.
Neither do I.
Leave your hand people coming about. I saw one of them in a vision. They tell you they're coming around yet to help us.
I've got nothing, man. All I got is this second symbol on my hand now.
Do the symbols look at any way different?
They're exactly the same, like almost disturbingly so.
The next mark is going to be on his forehead. He's going to be woke.
What do they mean, man? You just okay with this stuff showing up on your body?
Look, man, I've stopped questioning it at this point.
That's probably what I should do. Oh my god.
That's what I keep telling you, man. If you don't think about it, it can't hurt you.
I mean, at this point, all I can do is think about it. Thank you, Hans.
We stick together, man. Everything will be fine.
I hope so.
I got your back, buddy.
Yertle's there as well.
Yeah, it's just people I don't even know are getting killed because of me, and that thing. I don't like thinking what happens to the people I do know.
Look, man, the
It's
next
freaking
time
me
that
out.
ugly son of a bitch comes here, we will fuck him up.
You better. Swear to God. What's this Gale thing? We're gonna go to the library to do more shit.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Something about a book that can stop it from getting in or something like that. He wasn't being very specific with the details.
Speak of the devil, as you guys are talking, Gale walks out of the admin building and starts walking towards the teaching ward.
Piper and Mr. Zand's dead, by the way.
What?
Don't just spit that out loud.
What?
Oh my god.
Gale just
Gale!
falls through something that sounds like tragic news as he just walks towards the classrooms.
I'm gonna run up and punch him.
Gale, you fucking idiot.
I'm gonna fucking deck this nerd.
Alright, make an attack roll.
Shit, but it's still gonna fucking hurt you.
I'm sitting here trying to fix my friend, and here comes Mr. Gale like, oh yeah, by the way, more people are dead.
Alright,
Oh
so
my
Julian, you go for
goodness.
just the swing, but Gale kind of hears you behind him, and he just ducks. You just kind of fly over him.
He's gonna find out eventually.
He didn't have to know.
Fuck is wrong with everybody?
I don't know, there's just casual murderers teaming around.
Just a cat. Even
Look,
hear yourself, Gale.
Whatever's in that library, I don't want you to see it.
Gale just walks off. He just goes to the classrooms. You three are just kind of left in the courtyard, just sitting there. Yertle is still sitting on the fountain, looking very, very awkward and not sure what to do.
He starts T-posing and flies away.
I don't know the rules about inciting a player.
Who do you want to incite?
Gale, like, does he really just not give a shit?
Yeah, go and roll
Like,
insight.
I don't know the.
Got beat at 15. Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Sarcasm is a good shield for everything. And nonchalantness. He is very bothered by absolutely everything. He's just trying to act like he's not. He does a decent job at it, but I mean, you rolled a 21.
Yeah, you think it's a defense. You think the Gale is just kind of like treating it so nonchalantly, so that way he doesn't have to deal with what is actually happening.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's quite obvious that Julian's just like tense and like ready to say 1,000 things but can't say anything. He's just fidgeting around in the place. I'm gonna go sit down.
Yeah, I think that's for the best, buddy. I'm gonna go check it out. You stay here. Which way is it again?
Yeah, you're going the right way, north.
Yeah.
So Dante, you're going to the library?
Yeah. Might as well take Yertle too. Just cause
Yeah, why not?
it'll give him something to do.
I think he hates dead bodies.
They can watch from a distance.
Alright, Dante, what are you doing?
I'm just looking around.
Go make an investigation check.
Alright, let's take a look. See. Boop. Hell
Okay,
yeah.
you start tossing this place.
Oh, damn.
If you ever attempt to touch anything, the investigators will tell you not to. But as you're sort of looking around, it looks like some kind of like showdown went down in this room. You see that the suits of armor that you recognize as being the ones that were in the forbidden section are just completely tossed around the place. Several of the bookcases have been knocked down, and there's books just spilled out everywhere. You see there are broken chairs tossed over tables, things that have scorch marks sort of etched across them. There's blood everywhere. And you see the drow elf has a cigarette, and in his other hand, he's sort of holding a clipboard that has a quill that's sort of just writing by itself. And the other elf is standing there with this weird, like... It almost looks like he's holding like a mirror, or like some weird kind of like square magnifying glass. He's holding like just this like rectangle of glass with all these different like lenses on it, and he's just looking around at things. And you see that they're like whenever he'll turn around, there are like weird shimmer effects in the glass.
Cool. Well, it looks like this young tiefling gentleman over here was hit with something and then dragged himself over to the table and died.
You see, Mr. Xanazex has no arms currently.
Oh shit.
And most of his chest is sort of spilling out onto his legs as he just sort of propped up against one of the table legs.
Oh.
And as you sort of walk down, you see Piper is sort of been impaled on one of the table legs.
Oh, fuck.
And so there's just sort of blood splurted all over the floor, and you see it sort of like dribble down onto her clothes.
Deserved it.
That's when you realize you did this.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't put it past me, but nah.
Alright, so Leku, you're just kind of like tossing around everywhere, like trying to find... just like you're just walking around everywhere. And eventually you see him walk into the library.
Like, who is following?
And he sort of gets in a bit ahead of you, so he starts striding down and starts looking around at things.
Walk past Yertle, give him a side glance and keep going.
And Dante, you see that head counselor Calaros walks in the room and starts talking with the detective guy.
Oh shit.
He seems very angry.
I would be angry if I were him, yeah. Everyone in this school is fucking dying.
Like, he just stands in the distance, waiting for him to finish talking to man.
Would you like to try to overhear what they're saying?
Sure.
Alright, go and roll. Perception check. So you start, Calor starts asking how the hell this even happened. And, the guy with the mustache sort of starts explaining the situation and, like, what they've found. He doesn't say too much of detail. He talks about how there are 2 students confirmed dead, 1 professor confirmed dead, and 1 student missing.
Okay.
And so you hear sort of the in-depth conversation as they start describing the situation in the library and what they think happened. And at one point, Caloros gets really, really quiet, and even you can't hear what he's saying. He takes like a step forward, up to the guy with the mustache, and the guy with the mustache kind of takes a step back and starts like easing off, and just kind of goes back to looking at the crime scene. And then Caloros just stands there.
Like he walks over and waits to see if he even notices his presence.
He doesn't look at you, but he just says, as you're standing next to him, "It's a damn shame."
It is. May I talk with you in private, please?
He says, "You'll see me in private on Wednesday."
I wish for more time than that.
He looks at the mustache guy, and he looks back at Piper, and he looks over at you, and he says, "Wait outside."
Very well. Lucky walks away.
Alright. You just, again, give the side glance to Yertle.
No, this time Lucky was just looking down and walking out.
Gotcha.
He's
Dante,
had-
do you need anything else?
Nah, I've seen everything I need to see.
Alright. You waltz out. Dante, before you leave,
Yeah.
you see that on Piper's left hand, she's not only holding this cracked and crushed hand mirror, but as you sort of gaze at her, she has an eye symbol on her left hand.
Oof. Oof, no.
My man.
Oh no.
Now I've seen everything I need to see.
Piper did everything wrong.
I told you it wasn't my fault. I told you.
Nah, Dante's still at fault.
What? Nah, fuck off. Now we can never. Come on, it was all Piper's fault now.
Again, smash every mirror in the school. Every mirror. Anyway, that's fun.
Time to leave.
Time to just get out and boogie.
Time to yeet out of here, boys. This whole situation is now fucked.
Girdle AI follows you out like a follow mission.
Gale, if you sort of scroll around with your mouse a bit,
Mm-hmm.
the arts and crafts room is no longer locked, and you just stride right in. Dante, you're leaving the library?
Yeah.
Alright. The mirror is already pretty smashed up. There's not much left to do to it. But you sort of just crack the glass a little bit more. Sorry, you set it on fire. Yeah, the glass all melts. Do you think that there's some sort of enchantment on the wood to sort of let it not catch fire? Also, the carpet doesn't burn, but the glass fragments do sort of just melt and fuse together.
Oh, Bert the Turt is here. Fuck. Shit. Okay, now you guys are on a spot where I can hear you through my headset and not through my speakers.
It's alright, man.
Oh boy, it's been a time.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys haven't needed me at all.
Not physically.
Good.
Yeah, Yertle, you did lose a game of chess to to Julian's owl Hans.
Fucking arm wrestle Hans and is not careful.
Shit.
I'll turn into an owl and arm wrestle him if he's not careful. Don't fuck with me. Okay, I have no more mouse.
Alright, so what do you guys do? Like, are you still just waiting outside?
Leku is going to wait outside, yeah, because he was told to wait outside.
Alright, the rest of you just in the courtyard. Gale, you heading back to the freshman house?
I'm gonna go to Aluza's hideout if I can still find it.
Alright.
But you've never been there, so...
I have.
You just
I never
walk
said it.
past.
I never said Lizzie took you out there, so...
It's Jeff, though.
Well, no, I was taken. I was there once. It's when I gave you the goddamn camera.
That wasn't... No, she was at the place.
I remember I was there once.
You didn't want him to go there, but he did go there. I remember it too.
You know what? Fuck it. I never used that doobie that fucking Yertle handed out to everyone or whatever.
Yeah, that blunt.
For a rainy day.
Dante, do you light it up?
Oh hell yeah.
Alright, do you take a puff?
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Boy. Oof.
I don't give a fuck.
You start tripping something fierce, man.
That's the point, ain't it?
Yeah.
Casual move.
Well, you don't want to have a bad trip.
Nah, I didn't roll a 1. I'm fine. I'm good.
It's the ocean man.
It's a bad trip.
Ocean
Not
man.
one. Casual motorcycle.
Take me by the hand, lead me to the land that
So
you
yeah, Gale, you walk up to the
understand.
freshman house, and you see Alesius standing outside on top of a motorcycle.
Nice.
Cool. Oh, the arts and crafts room's free and we can move the chest, by the way. I was gonna look for you for that.
She'll look over at Gale and
Go.
just wink at him.
Question marks, question marks.
And she's going to kick the motorcycle up.
You're gonna kick it?
Well, you start it up.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I didn't know if you. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know why kick it up is a term I use sometimes for start it up for no reason.
Makes a
No, I took it something like that's something you might meant, but I also didn't know if you were just like I kick it because I'm mad or something. I don't know.
No, she kicks it into the stratosphere. It's okay.
Jesus. The big boot.
All right, so yeah, you rev this thing up. Sort of black smoke kind of pours out the exhaust. Engine starts humming.
I'm gonna motion for Gale to move. Okay, and she's gonna go drive off towards the thing.
The thing
Towards where?
What thing?
The chest.
to the good
What?
times.
The awesome bathroom.
All right, so you just fucking vroom off down the path.
Do you gain air when you like ramp the dead body on the footpath?
For fuck's sake.
Oh my
Did you
god!
try when
Wait,
you
I forgot.
collision with some
There's two
corpses?
teachers out there. They're gonna be so confused. Why the hell there's a one-armed girl with a motorcycle?
Well, yeah.
Uh,
Alright, Alesia, you're not sure how well you can maneuver when you get into the courtyard because of the very close-knit sort of trees and pathway. So you're probably gonna either have to like fucking run through people and just like slam into them, or kind of drive around in like an arc, sort of around the paths of the courtyard, just like through the grass.
Yeah, she'll drive through the grass. And of course, yeah, try to avoid steering into the body.
The road less travelled by.
I
So
give the teacher a wave. One time.
you also see Julian and Miriam kind of sulking on a bench with Dante just looking around fucking wide-eyed.
Oh, I just kick it to a stop, like drift stop.
Yeah, you sort of toss dirt in just like an arc as you just like skid to a stop.
Gale walked after you as fast as a motorbike.
I didn't have to go around. I'm not saying I was fast. I'm just
Turn around and shout, "Hey losers, what's up?"
Oh, hey! Woo.
Why you guys look dead on there?
Everyone's fucking dead.
Wait, that wasn't. Wait.
Gesture over.
Piper is dead!
Oh, thank the fucking Lord for that.
Piper's dead.
So is the librarian!
Oh, fuck.
I thought that was just Tarpon Road. Okay then. Thank God I fucking chose to drive around.
We are so fucked.
Okay, on that sort of beat of silence, we'll go and end this session of Spellbound right here.
Oh god, I've got a motorcycle now.
You're probably well dead on the mind right now.
Yeah, I don't imagine this is gonna go much further. So yeah, pick up next week. It'll be great.
Yeah, I'd rather do the
Probably
stuff
not as
I want to
fucking
do when you're
depressing.
awake.
Yeah.
Ben, I'm so sorry to end like as soon as you showed up, but I'm glad you were here
Oh,
for at least a
good.
little bit of it.